Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to Adobe Developers Live event with focus on AEM Headless. So what we are going to talk today, it's about authoring choices for Next.JS with AEM Headless. And I'm Irina Lagno, the engineering manager on AEM sites, and I'm co-presented today with Doing Green, who is a software engineer in our organization. And our main focus right now is improving developer experience for AEM. So we're about to start in a couple minutes, and if you have any questions, please put them in the chat, and we will answer them at the end of the session. Alrighty, so let's jump to agenda and check what we can expect from the session today. So first of all, we will start to learn about AEM Headless offering and what authoring choices do we have and how to deliver content between different channels. Taking as an example Next.js SPA, we deep dive into technical details to learn more about what is under the hood and see a live demo on how to bring in context editing for Next.js SPA through authoring capabilities of the AEM. So let's start from the quick overview of the AEM as a headless CMS. So let's jump in the next slide. I think you hear this statement a couple times today. So AEM is a headless CMS. And maybe some of you is asking, what is the main differentiator of headless CMS versus traditional one? So a headless CMS decouples the management of the content from its presentation completely, and headless CMS can be called as an API-first content platform. There are two main use cases that Headless CMS supports: a backend to create structure form of content and API to distribute this content. So as some of you might know, the AEM offers a great interface for authors, enables them to create content by using predefined templates and web components. And since version 6.4, AEM's Adobe Experience Manager supports the single-page application paradigm with a single-page application editor. So let's talk about one of the use cases like Next.js and what it can bring to our fellow authors. So Next.js is a framework built on top of React to help developers with creating performance web application and super fast static website. What more, you can practically forget about choosing between a static site and dynamic site generation thanks to automatic static optimization feature. What about the Next.js? So it's a result of the combined work of more than 2,400 individual developers, including industry partners like Google and Meta, besides their core team, and with over the 3 million NPM downloads per week and 94,000 GitHub stars. Next.js is one of the most popular ways to building in the web. And having said all of this, no surprise that we target to React developers to use Next.js together with the AEM Headless Content Fragments SDK to render pages and adopt React components to be compatible and work out of the box with Next.js. So let's learn more on how you can manage content for your SPA application with AEM. So first of all, let's talk about form-based editing. As you know, content is one of the most crucial elements of the website and is what enables you to engage and retain prospects, rank high on search engines, and convince visitors to become customers. So authoring contents has never been an easy job, though. Given the rise of omni-channels, the necessity of managing content for when you need to build the template and deliver this through the omni-channels, it's where like form-based editing rise and shine. Because as some of you know, maintaining and reusing common pieces of content is useful, a challenging task. And this variation are often difficult to track, and authors end up creating redundant website content. And content's fragment in AEM is a game changer for this. So content fragments in AEM enable you to create, design, and publish page-independent content. They are channel agnostic, which means you can prepare content for various touch points. They can be delivered in the JSON, which enables the bulk delivery content to channels other than traditional Adobe Experience Manager web pages, such as mobile, single-page application, or variety of external AEM channels as well. So this contents will be structured and delivered through the JSON export capabilities. So form-based editing, as I said, is the best solution when we need to maintain content for different channels. But one more common author needs is to be able to preview future content. And this is where SPA editors stand for. So let's look in deep what is the context editing mean for Adobe Experience Manager and how it works. So the AEM, what you can see is what you get editor was extended to support SPA's application. Since the content created directly in the app is a blessing for anyone who has worked from the form-based editor or traditional headless CMS. Even better, author that is familiar with Adobe Experience Manager will immediately feel at home and be able to create content without additional learning. So we have like reduced this potential learning tool, and onboarding should be pretty quickly. And one more thing I want to mention that you can build this experience, you can use some components. So if you have some custom use cases where you need to bring your own components, you definitely can do this. And SPA Editor allow you to use these capabilities as well. So I think it's good for the series. So let's summarize what is the main difference between in-context and form editing, and when is the best and when you should one versus another. So maybe some of you think that SPA editor and content fragment editor provide duplicated editing capabilities. But as I mentioned before, they aim at different jobs to be done by the marketer's practitioner. So in case if you want to deliver content through the different channels, it recommended to use content fragment editor to avoid content duplication and have a consistency across all your sources. But in case if you want to have this like cool WYSIWYG feature, as the SPA editor allows us to control the layout of their content and also preview the final result just before publishing. And right now, I think it's enough about this like theory, and Dewey will share a little bit what is under the hood and how it works in practice. So Dewey, over to you.
Thank you, Irina. So now let me walk you through the technical details. Here is the overall architecture of a Next.JS application with AEM. So as a developer, you work on your Next.js app. We can leverage for React components from AEM for in-context editing. You could also use your own components for developing the app. And then besides, you can use the local development tool to build and run the app locally. And then in AEM, there are two headless APIs you can leverage to work with your content. The first one is the page JSON API, which gives you the JSON content of your page. This content would be loaded into the React Editable components, which adds the necessary HTML props for in-context editing in the SPA editor. The second one is the Headless GraphQL API, which gives you the content fragments. You can edit them in the content fragment editor. And then with this data, you can write your own React components to render them. Next is the delivery layer. You would have your Next.js server delivering content both from the AEM headless pages and content fragments to the CDN. And finally, as an end user of the app, you would hit the CDN, which serves either from cache or SSR responses or static size. The requirements for getting started to build your AEM headless app on Next.js is straightforward. You should already have Node.js together with npm a terminal, and an IDE such as VS Code. We also assume that you have a running AEM instance with weekend content available. If you don't have it, we will share later in the slides on the detailed steps to set it up. It could be on your local AEM, could be on-premise or cloud service with the reference demo add-on. All right, that's enough of theory. Let's move on with some actions in the demo. I will open my terminal, and in order to bootstrap the new application, firstly, you need Next.js template, which is available under Adobe GitHub. So I will just copy the URL of the repo, and then I will just go to the terminal. We use the npx command, create next app, B to use the template, use npm to install the dependencies, and finally, the name of the application. Yes, I want to proceed. And so the new application will be bootstrapped from the template and all the npm dependencies in your machine. The app has been created. Now let's open it in VS Code. Okay, so this is the source code. First of all, let's have a look at the package.json file. You can see that it has some scripts for running Next.js locally. It has some dependencies for connecting to AEM Headless, including the GraphQL client.js SDK, as well as the editable components and model manager for loading the app in the SPA editor. And in this example, we also leverage Tailwind CSS for styling the app. First of all, let's have a look at the components. So here we have both custom components, such as the adventure card, to display the content fragments from GraphQL API, as well as the AEM editable components to be edited in the SPA editor. For example, AEM text, which is the editable components from the SDK. What else do we have here? We have a lib folder that contains like the logics for connecting to the GraphQL API. Well, that is for the GraphQL client.js as well as for the pages. And finally, we have all the. First of all, we have the catch all page in order to load the page according to the page path in AEM. We leverage the get server-side props so that the page is rendered server-side. So here also shout out to Helga, who contributed this code. And here we can see how open source projects help us to have more functionalities. So beside the catch all page, we also have one custom page in Next.js for adventures. Here, the adventures will be loaded from the content fragments using GraphQL API. Server-side rendering functionality from Next.js here to get all the adventures. And yeah, we also have the adventure detail pages. This one, we leverage the SSG, so static site generation, to pre-generate the page at build time. And the difference here is because normally for the index page, the data might change quite often. So that's why we use SSR, while for the page, once the data is there, it normally often, so we can leverage SSG so that the page is loaded fast. That's all for the pages. Now let's open the terminal and run the app. I will use npm run dev. And then we have the app running on localhost 3000. So now let's go to the browser and open it, the localhost 3000. All right, so by default, we have two pages. The first one is homepage, which doesn't have anything for now. We'll add the content later. And then, as mentioned earlier, we have the adventures page, which is a custom page in Next.js. And here we have all the content fragments for adventures. And of course, we have the SSG page for the adventure details, such as this page. Let me go back to the home, and now let's try to add some content into this page using the SPA editor. I will go to the AEM UI. Under size, we can add USEN, and by default, we have one page for home, which is a remote Next.js page. So I will edit that. Let me try adding some components such as title, text, and an image. So for the text, let's make something. Welcome to our section. And let's select an image. So winter is coming. Let's use this skiing image, which is nice. All right, so we have some sample content. Let's go back to the page on the local 1000 and reload it. The new content is available there. Now let's add some layout for the content here. I will go to the layout mode of the editor. And so for example, let's try to have the text on the left-hand side and the image on the right-hand side to save some estate for the page. So I will resize the text and the image. Okay, let's make it a bit bigger. So now we have text on the left, image on the right. And let me reload the page in the Next.js app. So you can see that now, as a user loading the Next.js app, I see the exact same as well as the layout as the author who edit the app here. All right, so the home page is kind of finished. Let's try creating another page. So now let's create the about page. Remote Next.js page, and we name it about. And for the spa, put HTTP localhost about, and create it and open it in the editor. Let's go back to the editing mode so that we can add more components. So for the about page, title and text. And let's just say we are in live conf. So now we have two pages, home and about in, as you can see here. So let me go back to the client app, reload the home page. So now we have three menus here. So home and about from AEM, as well as the custom page adventures. And we can see that about is the same content as we edited in the editor. Okay, close my demo. Let me go back to the slides. Let's get through the key takeaways of our talk today. So first of all, AEM is a headless CMS. All the content can be retrieved with APIs. Rendering and delivery can be fully decoupled from AEM. Second, form-based and in-context editings are not mutually exclusive. You can have components that render content fragments and editable components in a project or even on the same page, allowing developers and marketers to control the display content and layout relevant to them. And finally, through the demo, we could see how we leverage the awesome developer experience from Next.js to build web apps that deliver AEM headless content. Here are some references that may help you to get started. We provide the Next.js template that works with AEM. Small remark here, our template has been built on Next 12. We are working on updates to make it in parity with Next 13 that was just released last week. And then you can follow the tutorial for detailed steps of AEM Headless for Next.js. And finally, check out if you want to go in deep how it works. Any contribution is welcome as always. Okay, so that is the end of our presentation. Let's go to the Q&A. So Irina, do you see any question yet in the chat box?
Yeah, we have plenty of questions today. So let's start from the Q&A section, and then also we will check. We have a couple in the sessions as well. Let's start from the bottom. Is AEM author using same CSS from Next.js app in author edit mode? The first question.
CSS, you mean, or
like JavaScript and CSS?
JSX.
Yeah. I think it's more about the styling.
Yeah. So.
JavaScript, yeah.
Well, yeah. So as you can see in the demo, for styling, all the CSS like all the CSS styles are loaded in the editor. So what you see is exactly what is styled in the client app.
All righty, thank you, Dewey. And one more question is, I think it's about demo, where all this inline edited content and its layout is being stored at runtime. And the second one, are they happening post request GraphQL mutation under the hood?
The first question is the editing, the in-context editing happening at runtime, right? And the answer is yes. So as soon as you update your content in AEM, you will have it live in the app. And that is because I was using the guest server-side props from the Next.js application. So that will just like call the page JSON API at runtime. And the second one is something about GraphQL. I'm not sure if I got it.
Yeah, it's what's happening under the hood. I think it's question what is happening post request GraphQL mutation under the hood. I think it's more about the content delivery.
Yeah. Okay, so I can quickly share the code. What is it under the hood? Let's make it a bit smaller. So what is under the hood is that we have a responsive read here in the main catch-all page. So we'll take care of displaying the page content from AEM. So whatever you put in the in context editor, handled by this responsive grid. And then in this responsive grid has kind of a model hook, and this model would be loaded by the server side render code. So we have it in the server side get server side props here, which takes care of like fetching the model from AEM. And then we just return the model together with the page path, and the responsive grid is already part of, well, both the responsive grid and the fetch model functions part of the AEM React Editable components. So you can just use it from the SDK.
All right, thank you, Due. And we have a couple questions about usage of content fragments. So the first one, it's easy if you have one content fragment and correlates to equivalent front-end component, but what's the recommendation if my content fragment is a nested content fragment that references multiple content fragments?
Right. Yeah. So in the example, it's a simple one with weekend, right? But of course, you might have nested content fragments. You can have like references from one content fragment to another one. So all of that is handled in code. And yeah, so as you write your lib code, like any logics, you can put in the lib folder. So that's all yours to like adapt the logics according to what you have in the content, right? Including like walking through the nested model or references. Because with the GraphQL API, you can get those content easily. So.
Yeah, and the second question is, what if there is no page at all and everything is driven as pure content as service, providing a structured content only as JSON to the Next.js app? I think...
I'm not sure if I understand the question because no page, but there's some JSON.
Let me... Yeah, there is like questions, there are no pages in the... There are no pages in the AEM.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. So in the sample app, we have like the cache all paths as mentioned before. So it will just cache all the pages. If you have no pages, then it doesn't show in the app, right? But you can still use the content fragments, GraphQL API page to write like custom pages in your Next.js application. Yeah, okay. Not sure if that answered the question, but that's what I understood.
Yeah, Harry, if we didn't answer, like if we didn't answer your questions, please put some additional details so we understand correctly what you're asking about.
Yeah.
Alrighty, and yeah, and we have a couple questions. So the first one, do you support a new layout feature in Next.js 13?
Right. Yeah. So as I mentioned before, yeah. Irina, go ahead.
Yeah. So I just want to add that for right now, the current AEM Next.js template was built using Next.12, but we are working on updating it for Next.js 13, and we'll consider which enhancement makes sense to add it. So if you have any like ask for some use cases, feel free to join our conversation on Experience League and provide us feedback. So we want to have our like feature, community, and our customer driven. So don't hesitate to add your questions and suggestion. And one more, when can I host my Next.js application? I also can cover this. So right now we support to single page application to be hosted whatever you want. If your application uses Next Expert, you can deploy it to App Builder as well as on the runtime. So we also provide some hosting capabilities in the house. All right. We have more questions. I think we still have a couple minutes to answer them. So it's like technical ones. Website is loaded on Next.js server, right? And AEM is only used for content delivery for Next.js. I think
Yeah. So in this use case, as we are talking about headless, so AEM is used to deliver content in a headless way. Means via APIs, either GraphQL or JSON API, and then the delivery, rendering and delivery is written in the Next.js application.
Yeah, and a couple more questions from the session chat. Okay, for SPA editor, I need to replicate the Next.js components in UI frontend to see the resultant page.
Mm-hmm. Is that a question?
Yeah, is that the question? I think like we need to confirm.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. Yeah. So if you need a confirmation, then yes. So component in terms of React components, because basically if you have, let's say you have a text component, right? So you will need kind of a React representation of that component in to use application, and that's why, as I showed you earlier in the demo, need to extend the editable component to make it work for your text kind of JSON data. And so in the template app, you can see like example of some components I put there: text, title, image, and probably we will.
Alrighty, it's not the last question. So how is the authoring experience working? Are we using the Next.js components in author as well?
Right. Mm-hmm. So I think within the context of the Next.js of the app that we are, then the question is no, because you need like a to be author in the editor. So those, like in the example, I just use the AEM core components, right? Text and title and so on. Those are core components. And and then in Next.js you have kind of React component or wrappers to understand the content data from AEM.
Alrighty, one more question. Do you have any ISR examples?
Sorry, you have
ISR examples.
Okay, so talking about static site generation, something like that.
I think so.
What is? Yeah. So I've tried with incremental static generation. That's working. I'm not sure if we have tutorial for that yet. If we don't, I'm happy to follow up to make sure that we have kind of a specific place to have that tutorial, because I agree that it would be useful to have ISR for your IEM content.
Yes, thank you, Mauricio. Yeah, we will check if we have like some examples for incremental static regeneration. Alrighty, I've seen one more questions. I think it's related to the demo. Yeah, so for this one we already answered, so it was moved to the Q&A section. And give me a second, I will just scroll through the session chat. Okay, oh, I think that Florian posted some example. Alrighty. Okay, one more question is how would you go about hosting the Adobe Experience Manager instance so that it pulls in the Next.js application for in-context editing?
Okay, so let me repeat to make sure that we understand. The question is, how do we host AEM to load Next.js for in-context editing?
Yeah, I think so. Is it a question like it should be like in
Okay,
premise or cloud?
Right. Yeah, and I think, well, the functionalities that are shown in this demo, including in-context editing, including GraphQL API, should be available in both on-premise as well as cloud service, right?
All righty. Okay, one more question. Can we also render HTML from Next.js and load content from AEM, similar to Adobe I/O, server-side rendering?
HTML in Next.js. Well,
Yeah,
so the output of your Next.js code would be HTML. So why not?
Yeah, I think like it's possible. Okay, one more question. We want to understand if we need to write the UI for Next.js components, but then write separate UI for authoring in the AEM.
Right. Yeah. Currently, that is required to have like components in AEM in order to be editable in the editor, and like having the React components in order to be added in Next.js. So those are like two separate set of components. So of course you can leverage the core components that are already available in AEM, but of course if you have like custom components, whether widget, you need like the component in AEM, you need like a React component to be used in Next.js.
Alrighty, I think we need to do some hard stop because we're almost out of time. So thank you, Dewey, to be our rock star and answer all of these like technical questions. And for you folks, if you want to keep ask questions and communicating with us, please join the Experience League. And we have the separate work stream where you can post questions related to the topic of our today conversation. And also we want to announce that we will have like the Headless CMS trials. So if you want to join, please join the wait list. You can see like these two QR codes in the slide. So you will be able to learn more about our new offering and be up to date with like new features which is going to be delivered. So please join. And thank you everyone for your time today and for your wonderful questions. It was a great real-time interaction. And the recording will be available in 2 weeks with the slides. So you can find them on Experience League as well.
All right. Thanks everyone.